tell your mama, and tell your daddy, and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Ready to break.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Quick the edge. Go. Check 9.
Hurry. Get it.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Yeah, that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Tannehill. It's complete to Golden Tate. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30. Not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Go.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's got his man. This is Tate. A gain of 6 there on first.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
25, check 25.
You're out.
Check 26, check 1, go.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill, and they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Ready, set.
26, Mike. Hey, watch your slap.
Rock it. See grip.
Gurley. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Hey, lock it.
Get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it?
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the slats. Watch the slats.
They'll try and push it in with Gurley. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Mixon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal? Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
They're running with Gurley. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. Gurley unable to punch it in on 4th and goal. And the Browns are able to come up with a goal line stand. The Browns drive about to get started. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a 1st down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 26.
Yeah, baby.
So they got the 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. at the 26.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. We're scoreless after 1.
You got 3, folks. You got 3.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. What happened there? Was that just a missed assignment on the O-line?
It certainly felt like it, but also the speed of the play. When you're talking about defensive end, they want to be ahead of the clock, don't they? They want to be upfield, making plays on every snap. How about his agility there to run that one down?
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Mariota. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Not a blitz, but the guy who's normally the last line of defense recognized that he had a chance to get to the quarterback, and that's exactly what he did.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time, they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, trying to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position where we were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence, not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get it.
Here's Tannehill. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for Todd Gurley. 3rd down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Hey, let's get this.
Hey, Haywood.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
5.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. He completes it to Tate. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 50. Plant. Now.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Come.
He's coming.
They run. It's Gurley. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
They're running it. Hey, switch gears. Check 31.
Bang. Let's go.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Browns' drive about to get started, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had 2 drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. Ricky. One.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Check.
3rd and long here for Mariota. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Matt Judon in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bengals drive about to get going. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10.
Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Let's make these.
Big grip.
Play action. It's Tannehill. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10. Tannehill once more. Dumps it off to Gurley.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. I don't think Gurley got there. Looks like the defense held him back. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Jordan Berry now. As he And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Jones. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 6-yard line.
Where are they keys? Where are they keys?
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Check, check, check. Motion out of the backfield. Motion out of the backfield.
Now Jones. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Rosas' kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. Short kick. One of the up mid will take it now. So we've reached halftime. All we have to show for the first half, a lone field goal. 3-0 our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Fairly short kick, taken at the 14 here. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Stay open. Stay open.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they try to sweep to Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's just me and you.
They'll run it with Johnson. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his legs.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Come on. Alpha. 50 seconds left. You're not ready.
On 2nd and goal, Mariota escaping the pressure right. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Marcus Mariota. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. Roses to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Here's Tannehill. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. That's good for 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Now a draw play for Gurley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this tape, has got to be priority 1.
This pass into the hands of the running back, Todd Gurley. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Tannehill now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Mixon try to punch it in. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Todd Gurley standing by his lonesome in the backfield here, second and goal.
Come on, boy. You better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
Sit. Back. 36. Watch that.
They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
It's now 3rd and goal.
They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Tannehill. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Joe Schobert in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
4th and goal.
And this one is right through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. They had it 1st and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there. Nice job by that defensive front there to hold them to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run.
Coming to you.
On 2nd and 9, Mariota. He sets up the screen to Jones. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Browns on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And Ingram holds it in. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
Watch the pass. Mark 55. Let's get off the field.
A 1st down throw for Mariota. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. PAT up and good by Rosas. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joe Schobert picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Watch twist, watch twist. Look at me. Go, go. Shoot.
They snap it to Tannehill. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, Jones. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Jones. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it with Jones. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
Pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Ty Johnson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Offensive line coaches always tell their guys, if we score touchdowns, that means we got to the end zone first. That's exactly what those blockers did, clearing the way for their back.
This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They blanketed the field in.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sean Robinson, too much to handle that time, gets the sack.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. 1st down. A couple of 1st downs has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 35-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan and especially the execution.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Down to lose one. Check 99. Check 99.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
18 Gator.
Check 59.
Ready.
On first down, it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Mike the 59. Mike the 59. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Get it.
From the gun on third down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up. It's been a nightmare season. You're well under 500. Your defense hasn't really kept you in a lot of games, and now it's spilling over to the kicking game. That's 3 points you've got to be able to bank on.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. Accelerating, and off he goes. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season. One last throw here for Tannehill. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete, as time has run out on this football game. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Cleveland, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, add one more loss to the column. That drops them to a woeful 1-9 so far. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.